Welcome back. I'm James from Find the Ghost. This is Making Stuff Am Haunted, and today we're going to be doing a quick video, hopefully, to talk about my favorite music releases of 2022. Let's not waste any time. Here's the title, whatever. We're going. Let's do this. Okay, so this is going to be a top 5 list. Down below, you're going to have links to all of the albums, and the video is cut into sections if you want to skip a part that you're not as interested in. I think that's everything. There are going to be, as I said, 5, and then some honorable mentions towards the end. So my number 5 choice is Hopeless Romance by Adventuria. Disco, R&B, more electronic inspired album. I wasn't expecting to like it when the first demos and previews were being uploaded, but the more I got into it, and since it's been released as a full album and not just singles, I've really appreciated the work and the jumps in production quality and just the songwriting in each of the songs. I legitimately think it's fantastic. If I had to pick some favorite tracks, one of the best original songs on the album would definitely be Get to Know You. It really reminds me of newer Gorillaz tracks, of maybe post-Humans Gorillaz, especially in the production. So that one's really cool. And then Adventuria started as a video game related project. So there are a couple of songs that build off video game soundtracks. And I would say my favorites there are definitely The Dark World from Zelda 3. There's like a heavy breakdown towards the end, which I did not expect from the rest of the song. And the first time I heard it, I literally gasped. I went oh my God. And Morning Sunlight, which came out a couple of years ago, but was coupled in with this album, or maybe it was last year, I don't know. But it was coupled in with this album. And I think it's just a beautiful song, and I really like it. If you do check out Adventuria, also take a look at the newer singles that are coming out. It's going a lot heavier and a lot more almost I don't know, dope smoker grunge, really distorted. I really dig where the project is going, and I think you should check it out. So that is my number 5. My number 4 choice is Wet Leg by Wet Leg. I really got into this album. Once again, I didn't really expect to. I heard Chaise Long when I was in a record store in London, and the further the song went, the more I thought it was a joke. And then I sat down and listened to the album, and I fucking loved it, and I had to have it. I don't think there's a bad track on this album. There are tracks I definitely like a lot more. Chaise Long, obviously. Angelica is amazing. The pew pew pew, incredible. I really like Piece of Shit. I think Piece of Shit is my favorite song on the album. The lyrics of the bridge that becomes the final chorus is incredible. The little chiptune-y stuff at the beginning really hits for me, and I can't wait to hear what they're gonna do next. Apparently, I think they said they have music written, but it isn't coming out for a while. I don't know, I might be getting confused, but I wanna hear more because this is fantastic. In 3rd place, my first indoor concert since the pandemic was going to see Fin de Fantasma, and the second I heard them live, I had to go find their album, which is unpeeling a bit, which is weird. Intramuros is wonderful. I really like it. It's a Spanish indie band. I love the production. I especially love how the drums sound. I really like Me Voy a Romper. Hablas Poco is fantastic. Cuerdas is fucking brilliant. I just really got into both the live show and this album, and once again, I cannot wait to see what Fin de Fantasma does next. My number 2 choice shocked me to my very core. If you had told me a year ago, 2 years ago, that an album from this band would be my second favorite music release of the year, I would not have believed you whatsoever. But to my surprise, Viva Las Vengeance by Panic at the Disco is probably my favorite album of the year. I can already hear people booing. I don't think people really like this album. I've had my problems with Panic at the Disco over the last few years. I thought their 5th album, Death of a Bachelor, right? I think, I can't count. I thought Death of a Bachelor was very top-loaded and a bit disappointing as it went on. And I honestly think that Pray for the Wicked is one of the worst things ever fucking committed to a record. I was really impressed by Viva Las Vengeance. I loved the production. I thought the songwriting was very self-indulgent, but to a point where it sort of went from being an in-joke back into being accessible. I think Don't Let the Light Go Out is one of the best Panic at the Disco songs of the entire discography. I am shocked. Say It Louder is a really cool song. Sad Clown has one of the best bits of the album where it's like, the Did I See Maggie Holding Gloria bit of it is brilliant. I even like Middle of a Breakup, which a lot of people when the single came out were like, this is shit. This is like one of the worst Panic songs ever released. I'm like, did you fucking hear the last album? This is pretty good. It's fun, it's catchy. I think the only song I don't like on here that is like a skip for me is Sugar Soaker, just because I think it's a worse version of Middle of a Breakup. I know I'm probably going against the grain with that, but I don't know. I was shocked at how much I enjoyed this album, and it was just nice to enjoy a Panic at the Disco album again in the year of our Lord 2022. Before I get to my number one music release of 2022, I just want to mention a couple of honorable mentions. Coping Mechanism by Willow. Whoa, where did this come from? I got into Willow this year. I listened to the Anxiety EP, but I really liked Coping Mechanism. Hover Like a Goddess, amazing. You're a Stranger, I really liked as well. It wasn't enough to push it into my top 5, but I really enjoyed everything I've heard from Willow this year, and I'm definitely keeping an eye on more things. Another honorable mention I have to talk about is LS Dunes, Past Lives. Great fucking album. I found the songwriting didn't align exactly with what I was looking for on every track, but when it did, it fucking hit. Past Lives is a great song. Permanent Rebellion, I think, was the first single, and that was fantastic. I really like Grey Veins on the album, but the live version where Frank Iero sings the chorus, incredible. I really liked it. Sleep Cult as well is a great track. I really, really enjoyed Past Lives by LS Dunes. Not enough to hit the top 5, but really fucking good. The final honorable mention, I had to put in honorable mentions because it would be unfair if my favorite album of 2021 also became my favorite album of 2022. It is a deluxe reissue of an album that I loved last year. It added enough content to me to feel like almost like a sequel to that album or like a completely different take. I'm just gonna say the name. The deluxe edition of Inside by Bo Burnham was just a really nice surprise to get more of this album, which I loved so much during lockdown. The new songs, fucking Spider, amazing. Just that one fucking bit, but also like actual songs like 1985, I think has one of the best final choruses of the year. I really like 5 Years. Microwave Popcorn is so fucking catchy. And then, shocking me to death, The Chicken. Amazing. Like, I have like teared up listening to that song. I've gotten so emotional. I just really think it's one of the most beautiful songs that Bo Burnham has ever written. And I think that it is so good that he released these bonus tracks or these like cut songs from Inside because they deserved to be heard. And while I understand why every single cut was made from the film, I think having the deluxe edition of the album is very nice to have. I don't know if he released it on vinyl, but I already bought the album on vinyl, so I just got the songs, the deluxe edition songs digitally, which is why I don't have anything to hold up here. My number one music release of this year has defined my year, and it's not even an album. It's one fucking song. I never said this was a list of albums. I'm sorry. The long-awaited return of My Chemical Romance with their return single, The Foundations of Decay. Holy shit, where to fucking begin? I have listened to this song this year more times than I've probably listened to any fucking new song in my life. My initial reaction to the song, I got it. I went, okay, yeah, I understand what they're doing. This is fine, yeah. But the more I've listened to it, like it's really grown on me over the year. And like, it's one of my favorite My Chemical Romance songs now. The lyricism it's some of Gerard Way's best lyrics. I think maybe the whole second verse and chorus has like burned itself into my brain. It's incredible. The breakdown is fantastic. The song sounds amazing live. I was lucky enough to see them in Milton Keynes in May. I was sort of dreading the song being on the set list, but now that I've seen like so much footage of the shows, it is the perfect opener. And like when it kicks in and the curtain drops and the stage lights up and it's a destroyed city, a phenomenal song. I will say, the production is a topic of debate, even for myself. I really love the sounds that Gerard Way and Doug McKean found over the years they were working together, and I think a lot of that is in this song. I do also understand why people think it's mixed poorly. It is a very different sounding song to most of My Chemical Romance's discography, but not only that, and I have to quickly mention this, otherwise I'll fucking die, there's a weird clicking sound in the song, and I can't figure out what it is. The stems of the song have been released on Rock Band, and I've gone through every single one, and this, like, sound like that is not in any of them. I don't know what the fuck it is. Gerard Way, if you're out there, please tell me what this sound is. You can hear it at different points in the song, only when the guitar comes in. That's when you first hear it. It's in the chorus, it disappears for the first half of the verses, and then it comes up at like the end of the song, like as the song is fading out. I don't know if it's like a vinylizer like crackle, but maybe like a cassette tapealizer. I don't fucking know what it is. Please someone tell me what this noise is. It sounds strange. So those are my top releases of 2022. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more music in 2023. I hope this was a shorter video than usual, and go listen to the albums. They're all down below, especially the ones by smaller artists, and support them however you can. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Bye. I keep leaving not enough space at the end of the video for the end card, so I might just leave me waving in here, and then the end card will be around me. Put like a subscribe on one side and the playlist on the other. I think that might be good. All right, fuck off. That's gotta be enough, right? Surely that's enough.